Hey folks, welcome back to another informational video with yours truly, Sam Healey. Today we're taking a look at these guys right here, the ISB Infiltrators Villain Pack for the Imperial side of Imperial Assault from Fantasy Flight. So let's go ahead and get down to the table and we'll take a look at what you're getting in this pack. Okay, so this is what you're going to be getting in an ISB Infiltrators Villain Pack for Star Wars Imperial Assault. You'll be first of all getting their character cards that you'll use, deployment cards and all that good stuff. You'll also be getting the identification markers and stickers and so forth and so on. You'll also be getting these 4 command cards for use during skirmish play. You'll first get Data Theft, which is used by any spy. You use action to choose a command card in your opponent's discard pile. Once during this round, you may play that card as though it was in your hand. So that's a pretty cool thing that you can do. You can kind of steal your opponent's combat cards. You also have this one here, Calm Disruption. Use when a command card with a cost of X is played, where X is equal to or less than the number of friendly spy groups on the map. Discard that card and cancel its effect. So that's kind of almost a perfect storm kind of card, where it just happens that you have it in your hand and you can use it exactly when you can. So that's pretty cool though. Here we have Strategic Shift, can be used by a spy, and for an action, a player of your choice shuffles his hand of command cards into his deck, then that player draws 2 cards. So it's a kind of a thing of taking your discard pile and shuffling it back into your deck so that you can reuse those cards, and then you get to draw 2 more of them. That's really cool. Here, Cut Lines can be used by any spy. It says use at the start of a status phase. Players cannot draw command cards during this round. So that's pretty cool as well. Just kind of stifles your opponent's ability, your ability as well. It also comes with 2 skirmish scenarios that you can use in the skirmish map that comes in the pack. Now, I do note always that you are going to need tiles from other expansions. For example, this one uses tiles from the Bespin Gambit expansion for this, so you will need to buy that big box expansion in order to play this scenario map. It also comes with this side mission and 3 agenda cards that are usable during the campaign version or style of play. And then, of course, it also comes with the side mission setup as well. And again, this is also using things from the Bespin Gambit big box expansion. So there is that. You'll also be getting the deployment cards for, of course, your 2 guys. You have the veterans and the rank and files. That's just what I call them. Here, the veterans are going to be giving for a surge, either Pierce 1 and hide, or Pierce 1 and +2 accuracy. Then you also have a surge that'll give you +2 damage. For an action, they can do a coordinated raid. Another figure in your group may interrupt to perform an attack targeting a hostile figure in your line of sight. Limit once per group per round. And then for another surge, you can be deadly, which means applying 1 negation to the defense results. So you can really make it hard for people to hit you. The rank and file version of the deployment card is basically the same down here as far as the abilities, minus the deadly effect. And then you also have a little bit of a diminishment here with surge. You only get hide or +2 accuracy, and then you also have this +1 damage down here instead of +2 that you have with the veterans. The deployment costs here are similarly diminished, 7 for the big guys and 5 for the rank and files. And then down at the bottom you have 6 health here, and then 4 here, and then speed is 4. Defense and attacking dice are all the same as well. And then you have the hidden condition card, which explains what hide means and all that good stuff for your infiltrators and for anybody else that might be able to use that ability in your army. And then finally, as far as the cards that come in the pack are concerned, you have the cross-training skirmish upgrade, which can be attached to troopers. And when you do that, that trooper group gains the spy trait, which means that they'll be able to use some of these cards over here and other cards that are usable by spies. And then in addition to that, they also, when an attack targeting you is declared, you may replace one die in your defense pool with a white die. So there's a little bit of diversity there that comes along with it. Then you have these two reward cards that are used in campaign play, one for the Imperials, one for the Rebels or Allies, and there you have it. Now the model is pretty neat for how they look. You know, the armor that is somewhat reminiscent of a stormtrooper, but you know, they just don't have the helmet on. But I really do like it. I think it's kind of it's too static of a stance for me to really enjoy it, but I think I like all of the details that the armor gives you to bring out in painting and that good stuff. And, you know, it's a decent model with very good detail. I think it'll be a lot of enjoyment to paint this guy up as well. So that's what you get inside an ISB Infiltrators Villain Pack for Star Wars Imperial Assault. I hope I've given you enough information so that you can then make your own decision on whether or not you're going to add these guys to your collection. But you do get a couple of really neat looking minis. You get a couple of cool abilities in there, being able to stifle the flow of command cards for your opponent and so forth and so on. And just a teamwork kind of ability where one guy can target and the other guy can shoot. Now, just neat ideas, neat game concepts that come in the pack. So you'll have to make your own decision. As always, that's my goal for these informational videos. We'll see you guys on the flip side.